Hey guys, it's Andy from CCG.
Hey guys, it's Breeze from CCG.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, this is Mason if you haven't met him yet.
My name is Matt, and welcome back to Controlled Chaos Gaming. Today's video will be featuring Breeze's very own Lost Zone Giratina list. This is his #1 pick for Fresno Regionals, and he will be going up against me running the Fusion Mew list that placed first at Malmo Regionals. If you want to see our deck list, be sure to click the link in the description to go to our Discord page. Enjoy the video.
Heads or tails?
I'll take tails.
Sounds good. Game out of heads, I'll go first here.
Alrighty.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, this hand has some potential. It also has some potential to be really bad, so hope that we draw out of what we got going on over here just a little bit.
We do have ourselves a basic.
Okay. Alright, and it looks like we are all set up.
Alright,
good luck, my friend.
Good luck.
And we've got this fancy new camera thing going on over here. You guys can see my hand really clearly. Got a comfy start. I'll go ahead and draw for turn. That's not really going to do much for me. We will just open up with a flower selecting. Get the top two here. Okay. So it looks like it's going to be Lost Zone for the grass energy in order to take this supporter, which is very important to me. This hand is just so incredibly bad that I might just play the Luminions so that I don't get donked. So that's kind of the situation I'm in. We'll go ahead and use Luminous Sign. And with that, we will search the deck a little bit, try to figure out what the prize cards are. I think it's actually a pretty good idea to grab Boss's Orders off of this, because the Drapion's in the deck, and I already have a Chorus in hand. So that's going to be what I'm looking for. I can get the Drapion potentially next turn to boss up and knock out a Genesect if Matt also has a slow start. Plus the odds that I draw bad out of a Chorus and another Flower Select. I don't even want to think about that right now. Go ahead and get one in the Lost Zone here, and last thing I'm really checking for, it's kind of interesting on the energies, right? Having so many in my hand right now. And it looks like I did prize a Giratina V, but I do... Oop, I didn't grab the boss. Prize the Giratina V, but I do have the Heavy Ball in deck. Scoop! Just suck it from the pickles. What? I'm going back in my head about what that conversation was about. Okay. So you can go ahead and tap or cut.
Cut.
Luminion's a potential attacker later on. I will go ahead and drop an energy on it next turn.
Alright, I will send it over to my side here. We're going to draw for the turn. This hand is not looking too hot, so this could be a potential bailout, this Cram-O-Matic here. And we are going to hope for the best because we desperately need to flip heads here. Let me get a dice.
Yep, here we go.
It's always heads. It is heads!
Hey!
So we're going to do some prize checking here. I'm going to push my energies up just to keep good count of them and pull the Pokemon to the front. Make sure all of our fusion energies are in here. Those are especially important in case we want to get to the 280 and hold on to our damage modifiers. 2 double turbos. There is one in hand, and there is all 4 fusion energy. We do have our Deoxys in here, which can be a really good early game attacker. Prevent Cramorant KOs. It's definitely going to be for a Battle VIP pass here. That's going to be what I grab. It looks like the other VMAX is in hand, so we're good on Pokemon. We'll check our damage modifiers real quick. There is a tablet and a choice belt in there. Another tablet. There's a belt in hand. And another tablet. So there is one tablet prize. So off of this, I'm just going to reveal it. We're going to grab Battle VIP pass for 2 Genesect Vs.
Alright.
And shuffle up here. So that was a really close one because you guys saw how poor that opening hand was. Almost, I mean, your start was also pretty slow. but that would have been pretty close to game over if I couldn't set up there. Would you like to cut or tap? Alright, we are going to attach double turbo energy to the active Mew V. Is it going to be all that important to draw cards this turn? I'm not sure. I don't think so. We are going to retreat the Mew into Genesect. I do have 3 Pokemon on the field, so he would just need Drapion and Energy to knock out my lone Mew V. You did grab Boss, however, off of that Lumineon, so I think I have to assume that you have it in hand. So we're going to attach this Choice Belt here. We're going to Lost Vacuum away this Mew VMAX and get rid of my Choice Belt as well. We need to see some other cards. We have all 3 VMAX, well 2 now in deck. We're going to Fusion Strike System for 2. Not too bad there. We got ourselves a Nest Ball. That's going to grab us the second Mew V just in case. Because if I lose this only Mew V in play, that was going to be most likely game over. So...
Well, at least in the Fusion build, you have a little bit of leeway, right? You can spend a turn attacking with Malueta if you need to, but...
Very true.
This kid at my locals, like a month ago, didn't play any DTEs and just played Fusion Energy and Psychic Energy.
Wow.
That was the old builds, right?
That was, yeah.
Yeah, the old build before we even had Double Turbo Energy.
Tap.
Bro, I remember losing in the freaking finals to Andrew because he
Fusion
played
Strike System for
3
2.
training courts.
L.
Oh, how many cards are in that hand? That was a pretty good draw there.
My hands?
Yep, and considering you just used your Lumineon, it seems pretty good to play this Judge here.
Okay.
There are 2 Judge in this deck, and 2 Elisa Sparkle, along with a Roxanne, and 2 copies of Boss's Orders. So not as powerful for Disruption as the Judge Path build, as that one ran 4 of each. This one runs 2 Judge and 2 Path.
Fancy Duck, thank you for the good luck wishes at the Cup.
Yes, thank you
You're
very
gonna have some
much.
Utah players coming up here to Idaho.
That is going to be really exciting. They're very, very good.
Yeah, competition's gonna be stiff.
Okay, I will draw my 4. I don't think there's much else going on for me this turn. So I think we're going to go ahead and pass it over.
All right. Draw for turn. Swap the camera.
Oh,
real
that's
quick.
right. Back to table talking.
All right, here we are. So between the 2 people living there in Utah, let's open with flower selecting. At this point, I have to keep the grass energy. Let's get rid of the escape rope, and we'll go in with Chorus's experiment. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I can afford to get rid of a Mirage Gate here, and all of these cards are really good, but I actually don't have a Switch card in hand, so I kind of want to take, like, every single one of these cards, which is really unfortunate. I'm gonna say that it's not super imperative that I do get to 7 this turn. I can Aqua Return the Lumineon. I do have the Mirage Gate in hand, so maybe it's actually worth it. If I do that, I have to get rid of a Switch. So let's just get rid of the Vacuum. Okay, and we'll try to piece something together this way. Bench a Comfy, and we will play the Switch to get into it. And let's flower selecting. Interesting, okay. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the Giratina VSTAR here.
Okay.
Feels a little strange considering I'm going to do this turn. But I think it should be okay. Famous last words. Let's put the water down to Lumineon. And the way that I'm setting this up, the reason I'm doing all of this is because I'm basically going to try to map Matt to Roxanne number here. If he does go for the knockout on the Giratina, then I can return knockout, or, well, I won't return knockout, but I can Aqua return.
Right, yep.
And then only leave 1 prizers in play. I'll pass there.
Okay, I will draw for the turn.
He knocks out Lumineon.
Fortunately for me,
This is really good.
Yes, the Giratina is there, but fortunately for me, the Giratina V was not benched on that first turn. So I do have actually everything currently in hand to take a knockout on whatever I want. But noting what Bree said, I think it might be a little bit better to take out the Lumineon this turn, just because I can take out a Giratina VSTAR pretty easily with this Fusion build. We're going to start off with Featherball here.
Okay.
I think that will just grab me the Mew VMAX. So one thing I would like to avoid is Drapion this turn, so I would need to find a path to the peak. And you could still have Bump in hand, but I think it's still pretty good odds, especially if I can find something like a Forest Seal Stone, or a Counter Stadium, or a Lost Vacuum. Just so I can draw cards the following turn if that path stays in play. I think I am most likely going to just go for the Giratina knockout here. I think that's going to slow you down a little bit more. So we're going to evolve the Mew V on the bench with the double turbo. We're going to play down this power tablet, and we're going to commit this boss's orders onto the Giratina V. I'll use the first Fusion Strike system for 2. Okay, we did draw into a Battle VIP pass, so we'll go ahead and Cramomatic that away. It's always heads.
Every time.
I think what we want here...
Hello to all my beautiful viewers in chat. I haven't said that tonight yet. Hope you guys are having a great night.
Absolutely. I might actually grab a Genesect here just to draw some more cards. I really just wanted to thin the hand, but an extra Genesect never hurts. I don't think there's much else that I really want this turn other than some draw support. So yeah, I'm just going to grab the Genesect.
Okay.
We have 2 more Fusion Strike systems, so hopefully we can get a supporter ready for the following turn.
Right on.
We'll go ahead and bench the Genesect. I would like to find something like a switch cart rather than committing this double turbo energy. So I'm going to Fusion Strike system for 3. Did not quite get there, so we are going to have to unfortunately commit the double turbo to the active. Then I will Fusion Strike system for 1 more. Okay. Going to a Pal Pad there. Not too bad to keep the gusting going for the following turns. I'm going to retreat. We did not find path, unfortunately. But taking a knockout here feels pretty good. And I will cross Fusion Strike for Technoblast for 220 with that power tablet.
Okay.
Taking the knockout.
I'll send up my own Comfy. I'm going to draw for turn. Let's just go ahead and open with Flower Selecting. The top 2. Do you find a Heavy Ball? I kind of have to keep that card at this point, so get rid of the Beach Court. That just sticks in the Lost Zone. And there's really not much else going on in this hand here. I think I'm just going to commit to the original play. We will bench another Comfy.
Okay.
Drop a Beach Court in order to pivot. And I'm going to attach Grass Energy here. And I think I want to save the Heavy Ball for an extra turn. Probably not, actually. I'm just going to play it.
Okay.
Because the Giratina is searchable, but the Heavy Ball is not. I can get the Giratina out with Nest Ball. Cannot get a Heavy Ball out with Nest Ball. And you can tap or cut or reorganize, whatever you like to do.
There.
Not going to play it down right now. Let's go ahead and Beach Court to pivot, get up into this Lumineon. And you did Technoblast, so you kind of either have to commit another Mew VMAX or an extra switch card, which you've already burned a double turbo so far. So we'll see exactly how this goes, and we'll just go ahead and Aqua Return for 120.
Alright, pretty relevant damage there, meaning you can knock it out with a Lost Impact if needed.
Right?
I'm not sure what else you would be able to knock it out with. I think that's... Shred, maybe?
Nope, Shred doesn't quite get there.
No, not quite.
This really is only to get the Lumineon off the board. It does put a little bit of pressure on the Mew VMAX, but...
Right.
I just do not want you to
Go
go
ahead
to
and
2
tap.
prizes left.
And I will draw for turn. There's the switch cart. So I would like to go for the Deoxys play this turn to take a knockout. However, we are now down 2 double turbos. We do have a third in deck. This is actually going to be super, super interesting here. This Crematic, if I do flip heads, it could grab me. I don't even know if I think I already used an S, I did. So it'd be straight for the Deoxys, but then I need the double turbo. I gotta find one of the pieces here. So we are going to Crematic away the switch cart. It's always heads.
Always heads.
3
Very
for
different
3.
game if you don't flip heads.
True. That first turn the game would already be over. We do have the Elisas in hand. I think we have way more outs to get Deoxys here. However, I don't have a lot of other cards to thin my hand. So we might actually grab an Ultra Ball here. I do think that is going to be the best play. So we want to see some more cards here. We don't have to reveal it, but since we're just going to play it right away, I think it's totally fine.
Sure.
I will Ultra Ball away the Boss's Orders and the Genesect. We do have Palpad in hand, so this seems totally fine.
So it's 2 boss down.
We'll grab the Deoxys. And I will actually go back in here with the Palpad.
For 2 bosses.
That is correct. 2 bosses going right back into the deck here. We do have another Judge available, plus the Roxanne in deck. But we prefer to use Elisa this turn anyways. Those are just going to be better for the mid to late game here.
Makes sense.
Okay, would you like to cut or tap? I will now bench the Deoxys. I guess I didn't really need to shuffle there. I think it's going to be best to play the Elisas first to thin the deck out.
Sure.
We're going to target the Deoxys and the Mew V. And there's that double turbo. We have quite a few outs to get to it with 4 Seal Stones. There are 2 in the deck. And we have 3 Fusion Strike systems.
Alright.
So let's hope we can get there. I think this is a really good play as well because it's really tough. I mean, you can't knock it. You cannot knock the Deoxys out with Cramorant. So it forces you to use Escape Rope around it or Boss's Orders and use something else to attack. Attach these. Nothing else in hand I want to play out just yet, so we'll go ahead and use Fusion Strike System for 4. Oh no, those are pretty dead cards. Not looking at too great there. We did use Technoblast with the... Oh no, did we use Switch Cart?
You did not.
No, I got rid of it with the Cram, so I do still need to retreat. That was a pretty unfortunate draw, I'm not gonna lie. However, we can still Psychic Leap if we want the knockout here. We might honestly not be swinging this turn. I don't think that's horrible because it does avoid potential Roxanne turns.
Sure.
This would need to be used on a Meloetta. I'm in a bit of a tough spot here. I think we just retreat and we still go into the Deoxys here. There's Beach Court in play, which is super nice. And this can potentially help protect my multi-prizers. Can't attach this, can I? Because there's already 2. If I want to get the 4. Yep, I think we just pass here.
Okay. I'll draw. Let's open with a flower selecting. Okay. Just go ahead and get rid of the Cramorant here.
Okay.
That'll get me up to 7. Find a Boss's Orders. That's really nice. Let's go ahead and retreat with Beach Court. We'll use flower selecting. Get rid of a grass here. Go up to 8. And I suppose it's a switch into the other comfy
Alrighty.
for another flower selecting here. Get rid of a battle VIP pass, and we'll go up to 9.
Almost to the Star Requiem and Sableye turns.
That it is. So since you didn't really do much, I don't think I have to do much in response either. I think I almost like just bossing up a Genesect here. Doesn't really do much for me, but I could do it. Another actually really interesting play is to use Spinning Attack on the Mew VMAX, because then I can actually knock it out with Shred.
Very true.
I don't know if anyone has ever said that in the history of the world, but
If that's a play you want to go for, go for it, I guess.
I don't know. You didn't do anything. I don't need to rush anything. I'm just gonna pass here.
Okay.
Keep building up my hands.
I will draw for the turn. Pretty nice top deck there. Will help us thin the hand out just a little bit. Yeah, Psychic Leap. I think that wouldn't have been a horrible play, because Psychic Leap's not really something I think I can comfortably do, because I only have one Mew in play. There are Fusion Energies as well, but so I could use Meloetta to take a big knockout, but it's still very risky. So we're going to start off by... Do we retreat now? I think we do, because still finding that the energy that I need is going to be very tough. Actually think, no, we're just going to leave it. We're going to go ahead and leave it. Then we're going to play the Lost Vacuum to get rid of this Battle VIP pass, and get rid of your Beach Court as well. That'll get you to that magical 10 number, but you were going to get there anyways.
Yep. Now that I'm there, I'm just gonna get rid of the dice.
Okay. Man, this is rough. I don't want to waste these tablets, but I might have to burn another one here. I've already used one. Let's start off by using Fusion Strike System for 1.
Yep.
Okay. I'll go ahead and attach the Choice Belts to the Bench Mew. Fusion Strike System for 1 more. Very nice. That'll refresh our hand and yours too. Still looking for... Yeah, there's nothing else I want to play this turn, so it's just going to be a Judge. Second and final Judge in the deck. Couldn't have come at a better time, to be quite honest.
Yep, I was building up something there, but...
That hand had 2 Power Tablets, a Boss's Orders, and a Fusion Strike Energy.
Woof.
Didn't want to use those right about then.
Makes sense. Not on a
So if
comfy,
we
at
can
least.
get... Right, if we can get that double turbo energy here, that'd be very nice. I just drew 5, I cheated.
Wow,
It's totally fine.
unbelievable.
It's fine, I'm going back into the deck. It's totally fine.
Unbelievable.
I can't use... Can I do that? I lost on a Mew VMAX. Yeah, this... I'm actually not going back in.
Okay.
I think we actually have to. Never mind, we're going back in.
Okay.
Ultra Ball. I don't like getting rid of another power tablet, but I think we have just enough resources to power through a potential Giratina VSTAR. Could be running something like Thornton, which would be really scary.
Mhm.
I will go ahead and fail it and just shuffle up here.
Okay.
So since the Psychic Leap play is already not online, I think it's totally okay to evolve this Bench Mew V. Cutter tap. I'll evolve there, and Fusion Strike System for 6. Awesome. We did find the double turbo energy. We also have a Path to the Peak in play, but I don't think we really need it now, because I'm forcing a Boss's Orders plus Drapion off of the Judge hand, and I don't really have a way to bump this Path to the Peak at the moment in hand. So we attach there for turn, and we'll use Photon Boost for a 140, and go down to 3 prizes.
Draw for turn. We'll open with Flower Selecting. We'll go ahead and get rid of a Comfy. And then I'll put down Radiant Greninja. We'll use Concealed Cards.
Oh, I should have played the Path, man. Nah, I don't want to just ruin my game to try and disrupt you a little bit.
Yeah. Let's go with an escape rope.
Okay. I'm going to send up... Take another look at this hand here. I'll send up a Genesect.
Okay. Promote Comfy. Flower selecting again. Get rid of the chorus here. Okay. So let's go with a Nest Ball.
Double beach court in the Lost Zone. I'm not totally sure. I guess you could... Oh, there's a vacuum there. I think some Giratina lists run 1 or 2. That is a lot of cards that can't really bump half.
Grab that Giratina here. You can tap the cut there. And the promotion of the Genesect tells me that you probably have a way to pivot it there. And I kind of think that I have to do a little bit of a desperation play. Is to just do this turn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing a good way to play the rest of this game, so let's just go ahead and attach retreat and get into the Drapion and go ahead and use Dynamic Tail.
Alrighty.
Just put the damage on the Greninja and take 2 prizes.
I definitely don't mind this at all here. You still have potentially 2 bosses orders in deck, so that could be your game plan. I think I'll promote the damage one just because everything has free retreat.
Yep.
I will draw for the turn. You can, however, use Sableye, but I don't think it's going to matter at this point, so I think it's always correct to bench this Meloetta here.
Okay.
Can, again, prepare for an upcoming Giratina VSTAR if we can't get rid of it this turn. It is going to be an Elisa Sparkle. We're going to target the Meloetta here.
Okay.
Well, I guess I have to target 2, but there's 1 in hand and 1.
Well,
so if I was going to do that, it would be these 2.
Choose
and
up
then,
to 2.
Oh, it's choose up to 2? Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. You're totally right. So that's going to go on the Meloetta.
Yep.
We will get to Quad Fusion this turn. And it might, I think it is just best to use it to attack. Tap. I will attach for turn.
Yep.
I don't want to use that. We'll Fusion Strike System for 2.
Okay.
We're going to play Ultra Ball, discarding Mew V and Path to the Peak.
Yep.
There is a Lost City there. We do have another path in hand, so it's not too bad. I'll go ahead and fail that.
Okay.
I'm actually thinking, should I attack with the Meloetta this turn or the Mew VMAX? It might be safer to attack with the clean Mew VMAX here, just to help protect those fusion energies if possible. So I don't have to find all of my damage modifiers. We'll see what we get here off of this Fusion Strike system for 3 more. Okay. Got ourselves a heavy ball that we can thin. Don't want any of those. Fail that.
Yep.
Counter tap.
Tap.
Okay. I think the path is the correct play here, so I'll play down the path to the peak.
Okay.
And I am going to use Melodious or Cross Fusion Strike for Melodious Echo. That's going to do 280 and take the knockout.
Okay.
And I'm down to 1 prize card.
I feel like I just have to top deck the V-Star or I lose here. Well, that's an Ultra Ball, so that works.
Nice.
So
Pretty good.
let's go ahead and play Ultra Ball, get rid of Manaphy and Battle VIP Pass. Actually, I think it's a Luminous Sign for the Roxanne here. Oh, wait,
Okay.
there's the Path in play, right?
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. I forgot. You can use your Luminous Sign again, potentially, if
Right.
that wasn't there. So you'll need a bump for that. His
Yeah, which I
Aqua
don't
Trend play.
have, right?
Pretty good there. The Giratina VSTAR.
Go back in with the Mirage Gate
Yep.
here.
So because of the damage on this Mew VMAX, you could use either Star Requiem or Lost Impact if you really needed to.
I'm seeing like exactly one way to play the rest of this out, where you're going to. It's gonna be boss on the Mew
Yep,
VMAX
I'm assuming
with
you
the
have
fusion
to
energy.
100% take out one of those fusion energies, so that makes sense.
Right. So let's go ahead and do it. And
Card in hand.
last card, and we'll just go ahead and Star Requiem. I will take 3 prizes, and you probably just have the boss, right?
Right,
I know
I
that
do
you had
not
2.
yet.
There's 2 in your deck.
For off return, I will bump my path with Lost City. Yeah, I don't have it yet.
Wow, that's kind of insane.
I'm going to Ultra Ball.
Okay, and that guarantees it, right?
It should. I should be able to draw into it.
Cards. I guess
I
it could be the
probably
bottom
just
2.
get rid of, not the Mew V, the Roxanne, and the Escape Rope.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in there, and I don't think that, yeah, there's no way I
Okay,
missed.
yeah. I'll just go ahead and go first. That was a really long game, so
4 of my 5 cards, yep. You said you're going first, right?
Yep.
Okay.
6, 7.
Man, as soon as I saw these are my first 3 cards. I was hoping
Of
for a
course.
basic. We do have the Mew V start, just as we wanted.
Go ahead and draw mulligan here, and good luck.
Good luck.
Draw for turn.
Stabilize start, not the greatest thing ever.
Open with a Battle VIP pass. Definitely want to grab a
That's pretty
Comfy. And I also really like the idea of Radiant Greninja with multiple energies in hand. And now we're going to do a little quick prize check. Again, that game one was really long, so...
I guess I can go ahead and put that cam on you since we're starting up the game.
Sounds good to me. Okay, and I'm gonna go back in for one more card. Actually, am I? No, we're gonna conceal cards before anything. Have that Ultra Ball in hand, but not a lot of things that I want to be discarding off of it right now. All right, tap or cut.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead and use concealed cards. I think Water Energy is like the least useful of everything in this deck. In this matchup, I mean. Okay. Now we'll go with the Attach Sableye to Retreat, get into the Comfy to Flower Select. Kind of funny to see these 2 cards together. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the Lost Vacuum. And let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. I'll get rid of Mirage Gate and a boss here. And that's going to develop my Giratina.
Okay. Getting rid of a boss plus the vacuum. Those are pretty important in this matchup, but
Right.
sometimes you gotta get rid of cards.
Absolutely. Especially in these Lost Zone decks, you have to make those decisions and you have to make them quick
Right.
when you're playing a full best of 3. So let's go ahead and just pass there.
Alrighty.
Already attached, already retreated, so nothing really.
I'll send this one over to me. I drew the Lost Vacuum for turn. Not too bad here. We'll start off with the Feather Ball. It'll just grab me a Pokemon with free retreat. It'll definitely be a Mew V here. We're going to do a quick check on our energies. And some important Pokemon like the Meloetta there. Got our VMAXs, Genesects, and our Deoxys. We could potentially use that this turn if everything goes as planned. So we do have 3... Nope, 1 in hand. So all 4 Fusion Energy are in deck. Now we'll check our damage modifiers real quick. Tablet. Belt. 2 more tablets. So we did prize the belt, but we've got all 4 tablets. So we'll grab a Mew V there. And we are going to go back into the deck. Let's use Ultra Ball. discarding Roxanne, which continues to be in my opening hand. We'll get rid of a Lost Vacuum here. That'll grab me a Genesect V. I guess it's important to draw with it first before using the Forest Seal Stone that I do have in my hand. Because I could just get a Battle VIP pass out of it and be able to save that for later.
Yep. It might be a little bit better if you wanted to go for the Deoxys play to Star Alchemy first, because then you get to draw more cards this turn.
Right, but with a slower start, and I have pretty much none of it in hand, I think it's just safer to do this.
Sure. I would agree.
I would like that to happen.
If
but
you wanted to hide.
yeah, with this hand, I have none of the pieces currently.
Sure.
So we will attach the Forest Seal Stone. And do I commit this energy somewhere is the question. I think we are going to commit a Fusion Strike energy to this Mew V, and we're going to Fusion Strike system for 2. Look at that.
Nice.
Battle VIP pass.
Mew popping
Leave
off
off there.
as expected.
I am a little bit scared of potential Drapion play. However, since you got rid of that boss, I don't think that's a play you'll want to go for this upcoming turn. So I'm just going to grab 2 Genesect Vs.
Nice.
Feel
Getting
pretty okay
going.
filling up the bench. We'll hopefully draw into... Even an Elisa Sparkle would honestly work this turn. Possibly set up for knocking out that Giratina next turn.
Makes sense.
The Judge isn't terrible on turn 1 ever. Seems like a pretty good card. That would also be a potential option. I'll use Fusion Strike System for 3. We do have our Meloetta. I think it's actually going to be good to bench it here so we can have that early threat. Could get rid of my Switch Cart with Crematic. There's nothing I'm really looking for here, so I'm just going to Fusion Strike System for 2.
Okay.
I don't need anything. Glad I held on to that, because we can save this for next turn. I'm going to retreat into the Genesect without the Forest Seal Stone and pass.
Okay. Go ahead and drop return. We will just immediately open up with Chorus's Experiment. 5. Oh, and
Yep.
Yep.
Thanks for reminding me. I would have forgotten.
Get
For
rid
a
of
while.
that Manaphy for sure. And let's see. I do have a Beach Court in hand, so it's like maybe okay to get rid of 1 Beach Court here, but I already got rid of a Vacuum.
Yeah, you got rid of the Vacuum.
Path. I really just want all of these cards. I'm just gonna get rid of the Lumineon here.
Okay.
Take these 3. Let's go in with Flower Selecting. Interesting. This one is going to be a Mirage Gate, hitting the Lost Zone.
So I think that is 2 down. Yep, 2 Mirage Gates down.
Let's go with a concealed cards on the grass here. Draw 2 more cards. Lots of cards in the hand. Fortunately, not really cards that I'm looking for much right now. What we're going to do is we're going to put down a Drapion V. We're going to go ahead and Giratina VSTAR here. At this point, I will play a Beach Court down.
Alrighty.
To retreat here. This is kind of an aggressive play, but I feel like piecing together an attack here is probably just like the best option for me. I do have a pretty good outline of how I want to play it out with knockout Genesect, knockout Meloetta, and knockout a Mew VMAX. That's one of my options. The other option is just knocking out 3 2-prizers. This puts me ahead on that race. Let's go ahead and use Dynamic Tail for the knockout. I'll go ahead and put the damage on the Greninja. Take 2 prizes.
Good. I will promote the Mew without energies and draw for turn. So we're definitely going to be looking for that Lost City here. Path is also okay, but I guess I didn't see Clara last game, but I feel like Giratina would run either Double Recycler or like a 1-1, because it is like a lot of Lost Zone decks other than Gudra that I know of doesn't run Clara, or do run Clara, I should say. We are going to think we start off with the Ultra Ball here. That will get rid of the Switch Cart and the Battle VIP Pass. We do have Crime-O-Matic in hand, but I think we want to draw first.
Okay. Makes sense to me.
We do have a Mew VMAX in hand. Now, knockout with Deoxys or Meloetta would be massive here, but since I already have Meloetta benched, I would like to not bench another one prizer.
Right, the one prizer opens
Third
up other
Mew
avenues.
doesn't seem terrible, because we can potentially use Psychic Leap on some Cone Face, or that Radiant Greninja that you just damaged.
Mhm.
So I will Ultra Ball for the Mew V. So Elisa is what we're looking for here, as well as... Yeah, we really only need 2 energies. That will just take the knockout. I would love to see a Lost City or a Path to the Peak. Preferably Lost City. We do have our Forest Seal Stone, if we really need it. I'm going to evolve this Mew V. I'm going to bench another one. I think it's safe to commit an energy here. So I'm going to attach to the Meloetta. That's probably not safe. I think I need to attack with the VMAX this turn.
Alright, feels bad.
That, yeah, if I miss. Have it with Elise, but I need multiple pieces, so I think this is always correct. Fusion Strike system for 4.
Yep.
Okay. Not exactly what we're looking for here. Let's go and Crime-O-Matic away the Swing Hazard Ball. 4 for 4.
Ooh.
4
We're back
for
to
4.
Breeze's 1 for 9.
So that should guarantee all the pieces that I need here. I'm going to double check to make sure I didn't prize something that I mischecked for some reason.
Mhm.
Okay. Cool. I think I did. I didn't look for the Lost City, but we do have Path.
Yeah.
And you've played a Beach Court and a Lost Vacuum, so I think that's totally okay.
Yeah.
We're just going to grab the Elisa Sparkle and play it. We're going to go ahead and target this Meloetta here.
Okay.
As well as... And it might honestly be safer on a Genesect. I think so. I think we will attach it to... Yeah, the Genesect and the Meloetta.
Okay.
And we'll still get to see some more cards, so maybe we don't even have to use Forest Seal Stone this turn. But yeah, when I checked my prizes, I did forget to look for my stadiums.
Whoops.
Could come back to bite me, we'll see.
Yeah, it happens.
I think I want to hold on to these in case I need another VMAX later on. We'll go ahead and Fusion Strike System for 2.
Okay.
Well, there's that VMAX I was talking about. I will evolve the active. And I'm going to retreat into this Mew VMAX. I will use Star Alchemy.
Okay.
We do have that vacuum in hand, so it guarantees I can get out of it next turn. I'm just going to grab that Path to the Peak and play it down.
Okay.
And we're going to use Cross Fusion Strike for Melodious Echo for 280.
Okay.
Taking the knockout there.
Awesome. Go up with a Comfy, I'll draw for turn. Let's open up with Flower Selecting, top 2. And let's go ahead and get rid of a Comfy here. This feels like it's actually a game-winning play, so that's really awesome for me because I can just kind of go Clara.
Oh, wow. Here it is.
Back the water here as well. So let's go ahead and get the Drapion. We'll recycle it and attack with it again with Beach Court access to bump that Path to the Peak. I'm going to commit a Water Energy to Radiant Greninja. That is 5 in the Lost Zone for me right now. Let's go with... I already played Clara this turn, so yeah, it's just going to be Beach Court to retreat into Drapion here.
Okay.
And I am a bit afraid of Roxanne, but we'll just play the game. Seems like the most fun option. Yeah, let's go ahead and Dynamic Tail. We'll take the knockout, and
Alrighty.
I'm just going to put damage on the Sableye here, and take 3 prize cards.
Sounds good. I will draw for the turn. We need to find a Roxanne here. That is for sure.
Yeah.
So I think since we are out of fusion energies, we're going to go ahead and commit a double turbo to this Mew VMAX. Meaning we will need to play a tablet to take a knockout or attached belt. But we want to thin the hand here, so we'll go ahead and play a tablet.
Okay.
I'm going to Ultra Ball, discarding a Battle VIP pass, and don't know if the Lost City. I don't want to help. I don't want to aid your Lost Zone here, so we're going to get rid of the Lost City.
Sure.
I would hope that there's not a second Clara. I did see the Recycler last game, but who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
We want to draw as many cards as possible here, so we will grab the Deoxys.
Okay.
Let me double check to make sure they're there. 4 Seal Stone. There is the Pal Pad. Okay.
Pad is there, but Roxanne obviously
Right.
was Ultra Balled early game.
So we need to find this. So we're out of Genesects at the moment.
Yo.
We need to find it with the first Genesect, pretty much.
You need
So
to
I think
find
we'll go
Pal
back
Pad
in, actually. Right, I need to find the Pal Pad.
with 1 Genesect and then the Roxanne.
So
with
we're
the
going to Ultra Ball. Make sure there's nothing else I want to grab. Psychically doesn't seem like a play anymore.
No.
So we'll grab the Mew VMAX and evolve it off of that Ultra Ball.
It's probably safer because it also protects from like an escape rope Lost Impact play.
Yep. Very true. Cutter tap. I will bench the Deoxys and Fusion Strike System for 6. We gotta
Alright.
find that Pal Pad, and there it is. Okay, step 2. Let's Pal Pad.
Yep.
I could just shuffle the Roxanne in here, because the only other supporter is Elisa, and I don't want to see that anymore, so it's just going to be the Roxanne.
Lisa is literally a dead card.
I'm going to double check to see if I'm going back in. I think it's worth trying. We're going to Cram-O-Matic.
Oh, well, you don't flip tails on these.
Right, I haven't yet. Oh.
Whoa!
Okay, it's fine. It's going to make the game more fun. It's totally fine.
Sure. Fun. We'll use that word.
Gotta get the Roxanne. I think it's like okay, because this is game 2 and I did win the first game.
Mhm.
So it's a little bit less like pressure on me. Gotta hold on to this, don't I? We're gonna attach the 4 Seal Stone. And Fusion Strike System for 4.
Show me the Roxanne.
Okay, could still get there. We did draw into a Judge.
Okay.
But let's see if we can get the Roxanne.
Sure.
No.
Tails.
This could still potentially work. You have used 2 Mirage Gates, one in the Lost Zone, one in this card.
Mhm.
So this doesn't feel horrible that I have some sort of hand disruption, so let's go ahead and play that Judge.
All right.
Judge and Pray.
Judge and Pray. That is the play.
Watch, I'm going to get Roxanne off my first card. It's going to start my opening hand and then be there when I don't need it.
That would be really funny.
I'll tap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, it's not there. Let's go ahead and attach a choice belt.
Yep.
We're going to try and make it a little more difficult for you. We're going to Lost Vacuum away my Judge to get rid of your Beach Court.
Okay. It does bring me up to 6.
It does bring you up to 6, but I think you would be able to... I didn't think about that one.
With only 1 Compian play, it's questionable.
True.
But, I don't know.
Yeah, that I probably should have not just played that right away and thought about it just a little bit more, but we will see if I get punished here. We're going to use Cross Fusion Strike for... I think all we can use is Technoblast here. 1, 2, yep. Technoblast for the knockout.
Okay.
And we'll see if he's got it off of Flower Selecting in that Judge.
Drop return. And we will use Flower Selecting. Okay, awesome. And we get rid of the Escape Rope, bench a Cramorant. I have access to Mirage Gate at 7 here. And I have Boss on a Meloetta, Retreat to Bumpy, Spit Innocently for knockout.
GG's.
Last prize. So you're going second, huh?
No, it's I would choose to go first either way, so I'm gonna go first.
It's kind of a crazy hand, in a way. But we'll mulligan it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and you're going first?
I am.
Okay.
I will take the mulligan card.
Okay. Good luck.
Good luck. This hand is large, but there's not a lot going on here. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball. Getting rid of Judge, and I want to keep that. Mew VMAX. So these are where you kind of play fast anyways, even though the timer just went off. I'm turn 0.
Yep.
So we know we had some pretty long... those first 2 games are very long.
Yeah.
So we'll grab the Mew V. So
Okay.
there is a way that I could win. You don't bench any Pokemon.
Yeah.
So
Which right now is looking like it is possible. I do have a full wrist in hands, but...
turn 1, Judge going first. Into nothing.
Into nothing.
I'll go ahead and bench the Mew V.
And with that, there's no way that I can win anymore.
Right.
Actually,
Interesting. We're gonna
if I-
chromatic away the Pal Pad.
if I get to 7 and I use Moonlight
It's
Shirt,
heads.
and then next turn I use Kalucha Moonlight Shirt,
Hey, let's see it.
then I could win.
It's
technically,
possible.
over the course of 2 turns. Now I cannot.
You know, I hit 5 out of 6 heads on Chromatic in this set.
5 out of 7. You did
Did I
flip
miss
double
2?
tails. Yeah. Last game.
I thought I only missed the 1. Maybe you're right.
Was 2. Yo, Falcons game!
How's it going?
Long time no see, homie. How you
Hope
doing?
you're doing super well. We're just finishing up the set here. We're in time. I'm turn 0 currently.
Yep.
And it's 1-1 here. Doesn't look like this one's gonna finish, but we're gonna see if we can pull something crazy off.
Yep.
We are going to switch cart. We're going to Fusion Strike System for 3. Yep. Here. We'll go ahead and commit the Fusion Energy onto this Mew. Let's go ahead and Ultra Ball.
Okay.
It's going to grab us another Genesect. Yeah, I'm not really sure how to approach it at this point because I'm just drawing cards to guarantee I have game if he's not able to get 2 bench Pokemon down in the next 2 turns.
Sure.
Critter tap. Fusion Strike System for 5. Not too much going on there. And we'll pass it to you.
I'll drop.
Your turn 1.
Let's go ahead and open with Chorus here.
So if you show me 2 basic Pokemon, I think we just call it there.
And I got 2 Comfeys off my Chorus.
There they are. All right, GG's. This one's
GG's.
going to end in a tie.
Yep.
Pretty good set overall, though. We played testing set before this, and I'm like, man, how do I win this? This is tough. But since you had such a slow start, game 1, and I was able to capitalize on that, I was able to take the win.